Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I finally got my copy of Midnight because I ordered the collector's edition, the physical collector's edition. I have every one. Was it like 12 of them now or something? I have every physical box. So I waited to get mine until my physical copy arrived. So I'm only now getting into the housing section. Now, housing in World of Warcraft has been asked for probably since it's first started. What was that, 22 years ago or something, like 2003, 2004, something like that. And I think most players wanted it as a place to have some community, have some place to share space with your friends, and have places to craft, store your stuff, kind of a place to customize and make your own. And when they announced it finally happening, I'm sorry, I've had the flu for a week or so. When they announced it was finally happening, I was extremely apprehensive. I was just like, I'll bet money that Activision Blizzard is just turning this into a pit of monetization. And it kind of feels like what has happened to me. This is my plot. I tried to make a guild plot, but I couldn't because my guild is pretty much dead. And it's just me, and I needed 10 signatures to get a guild neighborhood. So, okay, we aren't doing that, fine. So they kind of spin this as the place is just going to be buzzing with players, and it's just going to be a hub for your guild and for your friends. And I have to say, in the time that I've been here working on my stuff, I have not seen another player. And I understand these are instanced, but why wouldn't they instance it with where you're running into other players? Because if we go over to the main hub, I guess you'd say, I mean, this activity happening here is NPCs. This is a brand new feature. And there's not another player here. And the reason is, there's nothing to do. Here we have NPCs doing stuff. Instead of you and your guild working together to make your stronghold, we have NPCs making things. When you come down here, excuse me, you got people bustling around and people working on the farm. Instead of players raising herbs or raising vegetables for cooking or doing things that are useful towards their craft, this is just nonsense background that NPCs are doing. So NPCs seem to be having more fun with the housing than we are. And still, have you seen a player? player plots are this. Here's your place and your plot. The boring stuff is happening on the player locations, when it should be the opposite. Now, I don't know if they're going to plan on making more happen after midnight releases. Today is the 22nd of February, and midnight releases March 2nd. So I did a little check with ChatGPT, and it was like, hey, is there more planned for housing once midnight opens up? And the answer was, you'll get the ability to get more stuff. They have no plans so far to give you the ability to have crafting or storage or useful things at your home. And to me, that just feels like an even worse version of garrisons. Because at least garrisons had something to do and reasons to go there every day. This doesn't even seem to have that. And like this stuff. This is like, to me, transmogrification is like, that was the beginning of the downfall of World of Warcraft. Is this transmog is just, I hate it. I hate it so much. Because it used to mean something when you'd see someone with a certain armor set or a certain weapon running through Ogrimmar, you'd be like, oh damn, you know what they did to get that. And now it's just like, buy the cosmetic and wear it on everything. Doesn't mean anything anymore. Transmog ruined everything. And then when you're leveling naturally without transmoggy stuff, you get a new weapon or armor and it looks exactly like the last version of it. It's just lazy, super lazy design. It's like they come up with a set for that particular area, and that's the set you'll have, just different stats. And it's up to you to transmog it. Because they want a place to dump that gold you earn into. And it looks like it's the same situation with housing. Because you go over here.
My goods are exquisite.
Here's some places to dump your gold to get housing pieces.
You will not find a better bargain.
And then here's dyes.
Do not loiter.
Which I got some dyes. And I'm like, why are these physical things that sit in my inventory? I can't put them in a housing storage. And that's the only thing I use them for. Why do I want to carry these with me? Why don't they go into the void of your housing decor? They should be gone and only appear when I'm in here. Excuse me. So I've just been messing around with the default stuff they gave me. Frankly, I was shocked that the mailbox does something. Because there are no crafting stations. So yeah, I've just been in here messing around with the pieces and stuff. I figured this will be like a kitchen-y space. This will be like a living room space. Kind of like a vault-ish treasure room. Of course, bedroom. This stuff is from Diablo bonuses. Roderick Cube and Diablo Evil Chest and but this just seems like here's a place to dump stuff we give you. So in midnight, you're going to earn more decor items. And here's a place to stick them. That seems to be the extent of housing. And they sold it as this thing where like, oh, you and your friends will come here and do what? Craft together? No. Fish together? Doesn't look like it. I mean, what? To come here and do what? That's not what the community wanted. We didn't want housing for the sake of I'm going to be alone in this place and decorate it. I want storage. I want to put my stuff here. Well, they don't want you to do that. They want that to be the bank because they want to charge you for bank space. But I've just been astounded the time I've been out here playing with these tools. Never have I seen one person. I've been everywhere. I'm like looking at the different neighborhoods, trying to figure out where I wanted to put my plot. Until I realized it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, look at this place. This guy has an awesome place. No, this is not an actual player place.
Well met. Really.
Greetings, traveler.
This is just junk. This isn't a player base. Your place is not going to look cool like this. Weird choices. This guy's dumped some money into it. He's got lots of stuff here that are not default. Like the Wyvern roost doesn't do anything. Just a pretty, it's not a functional flight point. more activities that aren't players. See what I mean? It's just, this is supposed to be a community hub. Nobody's here. Because there's no reason to be here. I mean, seriously, garrisons had more reason to go to them. I almost bought Midnight twice. I almost bought the digital version after I ordered the collector's edition because you couldn't get into the housing until you owned it. And it was suggested that if you bought it digitally and then got the collector's edition and put in the code for that, it would refund you the time, or refund the store credit the extra copy. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think housing is going to be worth all that. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't. Because it would have been just to get into housing earlier, and there's nothing going on. Like here we got the party center. We got a mixologist here who's going to be mixing our drinks while we're all dancing and partying, and people are having a concert up here, and that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to be here. I mean, they've had 20-some years to put together a good housing and community center for us. And it became a place to monetize with no other substance. Here's your store, cha-ching. Go in and buy stuff. Just to have this thing sitting in your house that doesn't work or do anything. There's no crafting, there's no places to display your weapons. There's, I mean, just look at like Elder Scrolls Online. Look at their housing. Their housing has function. You can have chests there to store things. You can have crafting stations there. This is just a cosmetic thing. Cosmetic fluff. Yeah, you see it says here, like this item. Owned, yeah, I own 1, placed 1, stored 0. Why can't the dyes go into here? Somehow. I just finding this all very sad. It's just kind of sad and depressing. Stormwind beam. So you can go in here and go blank, blank. Paying to place. And it's off the grid. You never notice that? Like you can't slide it. See how it won't center on here? I'll show you a different example. Where was I running into it earlier? Oh, it was this.
I don't have a target.
It was this. This doormat. Here's the rotation. Off the grid, off the grid. You can't ever get it straight. It's like maddening. If you have ADHD or obsessive compulsive, I mean. Yeah, this is gonna drive you bonkers. This makes me want to not use it. And then these chairs, I increased the size of this a little bit but increasing the size doesn't raise up your avatar's sitting position. So now it looks like he's sitting in a toilet. Like, why are the
I need to target something
chairs
first.
so tiny? Like, look at these chairs. How is that useful?
I'm out of range.
That big, strong orc of the horde, and he's sitting like a little kid put in the corner. Shorter than the table. Yeah, so I increased the size of this so it looks like a natural chair. But yeah, it doesn't change how you sit in it. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a rant video. I'm just not happy with this housing thing, and it doesn't sound like I was kind of hoping that once midnight opened up, it would change and useful things would start to be available here, but it doesn't sound like that's their plan at all. So unfortunately, this is what it is. It's a place for you to earn rewards in game and come here and stick them on the wall. And then buy them in the decor store and stick them on the wall. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'd love to be wrong. All right, thank you so much for watching. New video on the main channel every Friday. I post on Twitch and on the YouTube channel, Curse Twitch, when I have time. So this is a little bit more erratic, but my main channel, new video every Friday, if you're into Star Citizen content. All right, thanks everyone for joining me. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hope you can have fun at midnight.